Gosh, don't take a picture of her.
I'll break the camera, so will Bob. Better be careful.
Boy, that's the first time you tell the truth that you break the camera.
I know it's true. I tell the truth. That's true. Like I was.
You what?
Well, she's a special person. Really special.
Whoa, what are you doing? Why are you taking your shirt off?
Is it my nap time?
Yeah.
That's my nap time.
You probably better get one or you won't make that ball game.
What you got your shirt off for, Josh? Is it warm out there or something?
Hot.
Hot. Oh.
They don't have to do anything
hot
before they
weather.
start sweating.
Freckles got it
They go
made.
through about 3 outfits on a summer day. You probably remember those
Oh,
times.
yeah.
So,
He's
Freckles got
starting
it
to take
made.
off his clothes.
Yes.
He's getting ready to go to the swimming pool.
What was she barking at? Thunder?
Yeah.
She don't like thunder?
Man, turn the fan on.
Is it gonna rain, Josh?
Air
Believe it
conditioner's
or
on.
not, it is on.
Uh-uh.
It is. That one off.
Air conditioner's on, Josh.
I don't want I want the air conditioner on and the fan. How do you turn it?
You need to get your dad to fix that fan for me.
What's wrong with it? Looks good to me.
I don't know, when the tornado came through,
Huh?
when the tornado hit us last year, knocked down the power lines, and we had a power surge, and every low voltage thing in the house I lost. You know, like my battery charger,
Yeah, no variable resistor.
clocks and everything. And the only thing that operates on that, when it came back on, was the high speed. And I went out and got another switch and put it on, unless I wired it wrong, which is possible, because I don't know. But it still only runs on high speed. And it's a 3-speed fan. Well, it was 3-speed, so But everything I had, my cordless phone, you know, everything that had a 6-volt transformer or whatever, it blew it off.
Badminton's rough.
They're doing you play tennis.
Hotter.
Have to find a fountain to get in there, won't it?
What are you gonna do when you have to caddy for your dad and me?
Yeah, right.
What?
You gonna play golf or something?
Yeah, you guys are gonna carry the clubs for it. You're gonna be our caddy.
Yeah. Doesn't make it no farther than you is now.
Well, we're gonna ride carts. You're just gonna walk beside
Yeah,
the
you guys are
golf
just
cart.
gonna walk behind us.
Yeah.
With the bag. Carry the bags.
Do you go to swimming
You
pool?
laugh about that, but I used
You
to
go
play
to
at
every day?
my boss's country club up in Evansville.
That's what they do.
Do you have a swimming pool you go to?
You had to have a caddy. I mean, it was a rule of the
Yeah,
country
we're in
club. You
our
had to have a caddy.
You can swim pool in your backyard? Do you?
That's when you went out there,
I didn't know
and you
that.
could make money, you know. But if
I
you
know a lot
go
of
to an
people do
electric
down
car,
there. I
you
had
still have to have a
regulations
caddy
inside
for
of
your
it.
club.
Well, that's real good.
Yep.
Real good.
I just swam out in our pool.
Where did you put your shirt?
Over there.
Josh, is that you I smell? Do you need a shower?
Ow, Ben.
That must be
Get your
me.
bed off
Touch
of
me
them,
with your wet feet. My shoes don't sweat. Yeah, like right.
So we were going to sports now, weren't we? We need to
What
leave
size
early,
shoes do you
don't
wear?
Depends.
we? We're going to sports now, we need to leave early.
Guys, one coaster I wear men's 8.
Oh, I already went. Oh, you mean the other one?
Coasters and church shoes I wear 6s.
See if they had that. I think there's one down there near my sister's, I believe.
I wear from about 6 to 9.
So when are you headed west now?
We're not sure.
Don't know yet.
Probably sometime in July.
That other
By the
building.
time the baby comes.
When it's about 125.
We don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care.
As long as the air conditioner works.
We can say that now.
Yeah, when you get out there, it's
We
like,
change our mind.
ooh, I wish I was back. And
I do not overnight to put dishwasher stuff.
I don't either.
I'm terrible. Well, I'm glad, you know I don't use mine, right, Kim? Kim knows that I do not use the dishwasher for that.
You don't use the dishwasher because of what?
I don't know how to really, get it all together, and I waste more space.
Shoot, mine, I can look, there's 3 of you in your house and you don't use dishwasher. And I use it, I probably do dishes every other day in the dishwasher. That's what I mean, we just fill it up and then when it gets full, we turn it on.
That's something, I know.
Maybe it's
A lot of poetry just work.
Well, there's stuff in here, I was just going by what we said. If there's not room for everything, just put in there what you can, and the rest I can wash. Well, we went over and looked around just to see if we could want to spin it. You know, just put in what you can. Once it's full, don't worry about it.
Andrew, you go down there.
Oh, Lord, you got us loading dishwasher on the video? What a...
You adult women don't know. Would you like some fresh tomatoes? Yeah, it's strong.
Oh, they look delicious.
Are you having a wonderful time, Mark?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have the lady
I hope y'all look like the commercial when you get that dishwasher loaded. Candid camera now.
You're throwing out these things, right, Kim?
Yeah, we can throw those away.
He has a daily chore of getting up and feeding his cat.
Kim, what kind of domestic things? My husband thinks you're so domestic. He's really zooming in on you.
I'm domestic.
He's zooming in on you. You're domestic.
Tom, he'll tell you the real truth.
What a joke.
All under the
will.
Really well.
No, son.
Did you get out there on that?
Junk everywhere.
The heat.
It's over there.
Would you like to see the place to see in
Yeah. Coat back in here. Why don't you go film somebody else? Aren't they doing something exciting in there?
I'm filming this for Grandma Osborne.
Oh, no.
Yeah. This is what
Does she
she's
have
going
a
to watch.
VCR?
No, they're going to take the camera and TV and stuff up there. And
Oh, yeah? Hi, Grandma. How are you? Wish you were here with us. Where's the package of cheese? That's the Oh, cheese in the back there. Here, guys, wherever it fits. I'm not going to be real picky where everything's going. She's never seen Gladys, has she?
You said way early in the room.
You better get over there in front of the camera so Grandma can see what you look like.
What are you talking about?
Marcy's gonna take this film up, send this film up.
yeah, this is going to Marion next week.
So Grandma can see it.
Is this water in here?
Can,
Well, I never, I hate these
he
things.
gets the money for it.
Is that water in there? Yeah, it looks like water.
Every time I use it.
Oh, no.
She's gonna get really gross putting stuff in the fridge.
That's okay, we had a half-hour video on square dancing and we went to
Oh, really?
I carry one of these everywhere I go.
Really?
People never let me get him on it.
Little hand
I said the
one.
kids are gonna have all these
They
beautiful
ain't no
memories
good.
without their dad on there.
The full-size one's the only one to have. That way you gotta mess with the adapters.
Then look at your
down on the television or something?
Yeah, we'll need to.
Turn it off for a minute or something? Or
I should have at least
you want
combed
to
my hair. I
come
know.
over here and talk or
Fine.
anything?
Did he did? Okay, good.
I thought maybe that Grandma might like to hear your voice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, come over here.
Say hi, Grandma.
Come over here and smile. And show them how tall you're getting.
But look at how tall Mom is next to her.
Look at the shoulder difference.
Yeah.
And I hope you grandmas enjoy this tape of silliness.
I don't know what to say.
Say hi, Grandma.
Just say hi, Grandma.
Say
How you
something to
doing?
her.
Hi, Grandma. How you doing?
Hope you're doing okay. We sure miss you.
I'm dying to meet them.
We sure wish you were here. I wish we were there. I guess this is the next best thing.
Natural and play and talk and whatever. Hey, Jennifer. Did you hurt your legs when you fell down, Jennifer? Did you get some bruises? Oh, poor little girl.
Just talk.
Oh, is it recording? The sound too?
Yeah. You can say hi to Grandma if you want to.
Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. We love you.
Hi, Grandma. We love you. I love you.
Say hi, great grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Jennifer, with Grandpa. Say hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Wave.
Say we wish you were here.
What's your hair?
Say we wish you were here.
We wish your hair.
You leave the dogs alone now. They're not.
Ooh.
You're clean.
Give your wife a hug and just do what you do all the time anyway. Just love each other.
It looks like it's running around.
I was.
I'm feeling it.
The dogs are all over her legs.
Yuck. Go show Mommy. Go show Mommy.
Here. Rock.
Yeah, put the rock down.
Sit down.
Put it in the driveway. Jessica, put them down.
I told him to take
These are
some of
big
your house
rats.
too because it's so pretty. Nice yard, lots of flowers. I hear a kitty cat.
Mommy got sick too.
She did.
Why don't you stand right there? Why don't you stand right there and smile big?
Turn around, smile. Wave. Say hi, Grandma. Say love you.
She's looking at me saying hi, Grandma.
Love you.
Is that the only gra-
I need a big this is what these kind I use for him. Let's see the thread. Can you thread it? That's why I haven't been making many flowers. I have trouble seeing. Get all that. That's it. You got it. Now here's what you do. You pull that out. And then you go through it. Use up all this thread. That holds it together.
Mom, what did you say?
What did you say?
He wanted to know what you said.
He's trying to take our picture. I'm not that blind. Come on, Angel, get over here.
He thinks it's a still, I think. He doesn't realize it's a
He wants me to see me do this, that's all. You didn't have all them trees, did you?
This is our house on Berry Lane, 2922. What were the years we lived here? Honey?
What?
What were the years we lived here?
1965 to 1968. 3 years.
1965 to 1968. This house had 5 bedrooms upstairs.
Weren't you kids one of the first ones that moved here?
This is the place we lived on Fowler Avenue
Fowler Drive.
just for a little while until our house on Berry Lane was built and completed. It was a small house. Kids lived in the basement. It was rough, but we had a good time here and we enjoyed it. In the backyard we played football and stuff like that. So it worked out real good.
Pictures of the kids
on movies. This is the Lincoln Avenue house that we had. It seemed like we were out in the country. I planted that tree right there as a little Christmas tree, and planted a tree right over there, the big ash tree.
Things pretty for her. Juanita. I left her friends and her nephews and nieces, all of them something. Not one of them come out here and put a fly on the grave. Vera and Larry and Gilman and Smith, she went from home. That's where in Biden, and actually, there's 3 more graves here.
You can say something.
Or you can say something.
You can talk to the camera.
I don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to?
So whatever you think on this.
Well, it's whatever you like.
Hello, Angela.
Maybe just cut it off. sure I don't set it crooked or something.
This is the house where Mom was born. Of course, that being 57 years ago, the house has changed quite a bit. But it's 132 Feast Avenue in Marion. This is the Pilgrim Holiness Church that your grandpa and your grandma served in for lots of years. On the corner of Waterloo and Bennett Street. House here is on Bennett Street. Either I think it was 777, which is an interesting number in God's arithmetic. But this old place is where I was born 63 years ago on Bennett Street. And last year they took the porch off of it, and it looks like it's about had its final days. This is 622 Lee Street. It's where my sister was born, Bonnie. Also was the main home of my grandfather. And goes right back to the railroad tracks. Had a big yard, big garden. This is where the picture of me was taken when I was just a little kid in a sailor suit with my Uncle Paul, who was killed in an automobile accident. My grandfather was driving. But this is 622 Lee Street. Has a lot of history in the Trimmer family. This little church here it's a little mission church out on the north side of Marion. The significance of this church to our family is his dad built this church, Grandpa Osborne, and he donated all his labor to this, and I think Ron sold some wheat or soybeans or something, and he donated some money to have it built. But this is what Grandpa helped build this church that you see in this picture. I mean, he did build it. He didn't help build it, he did build it. And just as I said before, he gave all of his labor to the Lord. Even as I look on this scene, I have to use a lot of imagination, because it was right here. Actually, there wasn't a street here then. There was kind of an alley. But right on this lot was where Ma Trimmer lived, and was really the whole center of it, activities for the Trimmers. And just about behind that shrub you see, behind that pole, just to the left of that house, was a house very similar to the one that's standing there. And like I said, that was Ma's home, and she lived to be in her 90s before she passed away. I can remember as a boy coming here and eating apricots in the backyard, and the front yard was just full of peonies and roses, and they would raise currants there, and back they had a hog, and there's a chicken pen there, and what we would call an outhouse, which was the type of plumbing used in those days. But the families from Columbus and Marion and Toledo would gather here on this lot on Fairground Street, and that was just a lot of fun. Ma would bake chicken and dumplings, which we all really liked. And this is where we would slaughter a hog and butcher and enjoy all the things of those days. And this house has a lot of memories too, particularly the older Trimmers. And it's, but now, like I said, there's not a house there. It's my memory of that house and the porch and the old organ that kids would play with. We would pump it and play, and the games and the back porch. Just everything centered right here on Fairground Street. This is the cemetery where Grandpa Osborne, and also where Uncle Warren is buried. It's called Chapel Heights Memory Garden. When I was a boy, it was called Forest Lawn. They used to play an organ out here every Sunday, and you could hear it for miles around. Area of my life. Was a house that sat about right here. There's now a picnic shelter area there. And over here to the right was a stone quarry. Which you can see a little of it. That's where I learned to swim as a boy, right in this area here. There was a big rock crusher over there. It's gone now. Just to climb up in it, get pigeons and things like that. It was on the back part of this land, quite a ways back, that I used to carry all the water for the house, pump, because there wasn't any water here. Matter of fact, there's a pump here right now. This area right back here is very meaningful to me. There was a house that stood about right there. It's a shelter area now, just back of where the house would have been. This is the area where I used to have to carry water a long ways, going down the road past that building and all the way around this quarry here. Turn out here and you can see this quarry. This is where I learned how to swim. Is a big part of my life was right here. 6th and 7th grade of my life. We used to fish in here. I remember one year when we were very, very poor, had no money for Christmas, that my dad set traps in that quarry, and just before Christmas every trap was full, and my dad bought me that little BB gun that I have, you boys have seen several times, from that, and bought my sister a little hand sewing machine from the pelts from that. This is where I learned to shoot the BB gun, learned to hunt, and learned to do a lot of things. I want to show you something right here. It's really meaningful to me that God used. Now, this is not the pump where we used to get water, but it was a pump exactly like this. I'm going to come over closer to it and describe something to you. The handle is off of the pump. Pumps around here were usually about 100 feet, 80 to 100 feet where the water was. Water was always very good in these pumps. And what we would have to do is usually carried a lot of buckets of water. All the things that were done in the house, we had to carry all the water to. And what would happen at times was that if you had to do what you call prime the pump, we'd have to take a little water and pour in the top as we would try to bring water out of the well. When I was an older man and I was baptized in the Holy Spirit, God brought this illustration and the pump that I used to use right here on this property back to my mind. And he showed me that as a boy I had to prime that pump in order to get water from the earth, or from the belly of the earth. And he showed me that the same thing was true in the baptism of the Holy Spirit, that I would be bringing water from my innermost being, is what the scripture describes it. And I would have to use my tongue and my voice, and I would have to begin to make the sounds, and then God would give the utterance. Because no one taught me about the baptism of the Holy Spirit. I didn't know anything except that God taught me by His Spirit through the illustration of a pump exactly like you see here today. And fish. We're swimming and fishing right down there. This is one of the houses that Grandpa built years ago. It's got a stone front, basement in it. He built it for Mr. Reeser, who had a grocery store down there where they lived. This is the Marion Cemetery, where most of my family is buried in different parts of this cemetery. And this is the headstone of my grandfather. He was called Bill Trimmer, just really a fine gentleman. Everybody liked him real well. This is the Marion Cemetery. This is where Uncle Paul is buried, and Ma Trimmer, and my dad's mother's buried in this cemetery also. These round stones on top, cut. Actually, there's a phenomenon about them that some way the sun seems to turn then in this cemetery. No one really knows exactly why, but they do turn. It's a very, very interesting old cemetery. A lot of very unique things in this cemetery. That he rebuilt. That's the girls, 3 older ones. You're on candid camera. Smile. Well, look at me so I can see you. There's the little one. Bring her out too.
Girls, is that what Fred's be doing? What are you going to do? Are you going to get the girls again?
Margot, you look up too.
Oh, I don't need to. Turn around, Jody. Go ahead, Jimmy. It's okay. It's all right. Raise your hand up here. I'm not that blind. I told her I don't think she had any conception of the video camera because you never sometime a camera. So I'm not that blind.
Take it off.
You see the arrows moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
saw pictures in there too.
You got them pictures without me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
This is Aunt Ramona,
just
and we usually go to see her when they come. At Easter Sunday, took up there in Utah someplace. And just, for my reading, and this is my most important reading, and well, you still taking pictures then?
I want you to tell Angela the story about I already did it. Tell Angela that story. She hasn't heard it. Tell her. Go ahead.
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, one time when she was here with the boys, Paul was just a little fella yet, and I think he was still wearing diapers. She was getting them ready. That was before Kerry, I think before Kerry was born, and she was getting the boys ready for bed. They were going upstairs for bed, you know. She'd evidently gotten Paul ready first, and he came in here where I was sitting, and he was talking and playing around, and she was still in the bathroom. I don't know who she was getting ready there. And Paul said all of a sudden, he said, "Oh, I gotta go and tell Mommy. I already did it." He'd already wet his diaper before he went upstairs. That's always been a joke among us. I don't think too many of me. Hi there, boys, and all of you and their families. Be nice if you could come up here too, so I could see you, because I don't travel anymore, and I think about each one of you every day, and each one of you are named in my prayers every day. I want you to know that I love each one of you dearly. Though I haven't seen you, some I haven't seen for a long time. But we have hope in our heart that one of these days we're going to go up higher, and we're going to know each other as we're known, and there's never going to be any more parting, and it's just going to be one wonderful, long, eternal day, and I'm aiming that way, and I hope and pray that each one of you, all of you, are also. And it's been so nice to have your dad and mom here with me. I wish it could be longer, but that's the way life is, you know. And so, well, I may never see you anymore in this life, but I'll be looking for you up yonder. This is your old grandma speaking to you, and I wish it could be in person, but I know you're going to enjoy all these good pictures that your dad is taking. So until I see you again, I love each one of you dearly, and as I said, you're all in my prayers every day, and God, I know for a fact that God hears the prayers of his children, and he answers a lot of those prayers too, in his way and in his time. So we have faith in him, and he will never, never forsake us and not disappoint us. We have disappointments in life, but Jesus is not a disappointment to anyone. So God bless each one of you. Dear, that's all.
Tell them the story you
Well,
want.
Hello, Mark and Gladys, Bobby,
Joy.
what's your name? Joyce, and all the little grandchildren.
Paul and Vicky.
Sorry I can't be with you. Oh, Paul and Jeremy and Vicky. Sorry I can't be with you, and I wish you could come up and see us. But in spirit, I feel I am with you, and you're with me. And I love all of you, and I'd love to hear from all of you. Sorry I can't write to you anymore like I used to, but I do think of you. And I'm very anxious to meet Gladys, Joyce, Jennifer, what's it? And the other little girl.
Tell them how many grandchildren you have. Tell us how many grandchildren you have.
I have 10 grandchildren, 32 great-grandchildren, 1 great-great, 2 more on the way.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll soon have another 33 great-grandchildren. That's from Kerry and what's her name?
Marilyn.
Marilyn. I wish I could see all of you, visit you, or you could come visit me. I love all of you, and I think of all of you a lot. Angela's making me laugh. I would love to keep Angela. Can I have her, Mark?
Oh, dear.
And I'd like to see little Mandy. You give her my love and see her.
Tell them the story.
I don't know why.
Tell them the story you told us last night.
Oh, yeah.
Angela got a big kick out of that story you told us last night.
About seashell.
What was it about?
About seashell.
Oh,
Seashell.
I went to a birthday party one time. Jenny took me. And it was my birthday, and they threw a surprise party. And they had an orchestra. And she told them my name. And when they got done singing Happy Birthday, she said that I couldn't hear them good. And she said they kept saying, Happy Birthday, Seashell. So they didn't get my name right. And I didn't know it because I couldn't hear her.
Oh, that was funny.
What else happened?
Now let's see. Can you think of any funny stories about the boys?
About what?
Remember the time in Atlanta when you were asleep on the sofa and we were carrying in Christmas presents and about scared you?
Oh, when the kids were small.
Remember that really tall thing we carried in?
And you lived in Lawrenceville?
Well, this was when we lived on Vista Leaf Drive.
Oh, Vista Leaf.
Yeah, that was the first time we lived in Georgia. Remember Dick and I were carrying in Christmas
Duluth,
presents?
Georgia.
No, this wasn't Duluth, it was Decatur.
Oh, Decatur,
Yeah, right.
And it was right before Christmas, and I went down there to visit, and I slept in the living room on the Davenport, and you kids were all in bed asleep. Your mom and dad was carrying in Christmas presents. that you had in your station wagon one. It was Christmas Eve, wasn't it? Anyhow, your mom come in with a great big tall box, and I was sound asleep. It woke me up, and I thought there was a big monster in her room, and I started screaming. I about scared her to death. I think you dropped it, didn't you?
I don't remember, but we laughed
I think
so
she
hard.
did. But I was sound asleep, and I didn't know
Huge. It was a big, huge
what
thing.
you guys were doing, and I guess she's bringing everything in so Dick could put their little cars or whatever.
Now, Grandma, they're going to know there wasn't any Santa Claus now.
Huh?
They're going to know that Santa Claus didn't bring that. They
Oh.
thought Santa Claus
Oh,
brought
I'm
that.
sorry. I gave it away, didn't I? Well, anyhow, well, Santa Claus left them there for you to bring in. That was Oh, I'll tell you one. Remember the time I went to visit you, and I think it was the same place, and you had a birthday party on Mark, and anyhow, Kerry was real small, and right before time for the Mark's friends to come to his party, Kerry got in a wastebasket, and we had fried chicken, and you, at that time you made coffee and with the percolator or something, and you had coffee grounds wrapped up. You threw them in the wastebasket. And Kerry he was just walking, getting around. He got in there, and I happened to walk down the hall, and there was chicken bones and coffee grounds all the way strung down. I didn't know what to do. I got so mad at him, and I called Bonita, and I caught myself. She stood there and she just died laughing. And me, I'm all upset over it. And I thought, now, wait a minute. That's her child. I can't buddy. You remember that. Anyhow, it was funny then afterwards, but I thought you'd be real upset, you know, because you had worked hard and got everything ready for the birthday party.
Tell them about the time that Grandpa put the shorts on Paul.
Oh, yeah. Mark was in the hospital. He had surgery on his eye or something. And we took care of Paul. Paul he wasn't a year old.
Just about that.
About a year old. Anyhow, you and Dick stayed at the hospital with Mark, and we took care of Paul. And Paul had an accident, and I didn't have no other diaper to put on him. Anyhow, you had little training pants on him. And she kept Paul's clothes in the second drawer, dresser drawer from the bottom. And I think you had Mark's in the drawer above. And Paul insisted that, see, that's where I kept their grandpa's underwear. And Paul said them was his. He insisted that those were his shorts. So Marion said, well, put a pair on him. No, I had diapers because we put them over the diaper. And we took him home that way. And you called. Dick stayed all night with Mark. And you went home. You called us and told us. So we took Paul home. It was on a Sunday afternoon. All the neighbors was out. We took him home in them big shorts of his grandpa's. Bonita about croaked. Oh, she had it. But Marion did it to torment her. He was always teasing her. But we set him down and let him walk in, and they was dragging way down, and I had to pin him over. And Bonita was so upset. Well, what about Bobby now? remember you lived in Pittsburgh, and that was right after your grandpa died. He died in October, and that Christmas I went down there to spend with you kids. And Bobby had gotten a doctor's set. So he was playing like he was the doctor. He had me lay on the couch, and he put the, what do you call that, in his ears and listened to my heart. Took my pulse, my temperature, and you took pictures of it.
Yeah.
And you still have that on your thing. But I was Bobby's patient.
Yeah. He gave you several examinations, didn't he?
Huh?
He gave you quite a number of examinations.
He sure did. He wasn't very old. I don't think he was going to school.
No, he's about 3.
Yeah. And when Paul was little, he always played like he was a little dog. He wanted to be a doggy. And he'd even go out and get in the doghouse with his dog, and Dick had a fence around it. So you kept the dog food in the pantry in the kitchen, wasn't it?
Oh no.
So one time he really believed he was a little dog. He got in that dog food and she caught him trying. He was going to eat it.
He was. He did eat it.
Huh?
He did eat
He
it.
did eat it, yeah. And,
Then he'd crawl around and he'd bark. He wouldn't talk, he would just bark. He would crawl around the floor and then he would just bark like a dog.
yeah.
He wouldn't talk to me, he'd just bark. Every time I talked to him, he'd just bark. He had too much dog food.
Is that about done?
I'm tired.
You want to be in the movies?
No.
How old are you?
8,
What grade are you in at school?
3rd.
You not sure? Here, why don't you face me so I can see all your face? There, that's better. What's your phone number?
4800609.
Oh, boy. What's your teacher's names at school? You don't know? What's your sister's name?
Angel.
What's your dad's name?
Mark.
What's your dad's middle name?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Why not? Angela, do you know?
Don't look at me, I have sore on my face.
Well, we can't help it because you had a bicycle wreck.
Oh, Dad! His real name is Richard.
Pritchard.
What?
Pritchard.
Richard.
What have you guys been doing past couple days? Huh? Just messing around?
I was there.
Did you hit Angela in the eye?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Here, Mandy, turn around and let us see your hair. Oh, that's fabulous. Angela, can we see your hair? Oh, that's fabulous. How tall are you, Andy?
Uh-huh.
How much do you weigh? About 220 or something?
No. 70 pounds.
70.
Pounds.
70?
Yeah.
Wow. How much do you weigh, Angela?
How much do you weigh, Dad?
225.
I weigh 108.
Oh boy, Miss Piggy. You looking forward to going to high school next year, Angela?
No way.
Why not? Why?
I don't want to go to Central. I don't want to go to high school.
You just want to stay home and take care of the house? Do
No.
dishes and stuff? And what do you want to do?
What's with Mandy?
What do you think about that?
Glad.
Glad?
Yeah. Happy.
Happy? Oh, that's good. Well, say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
Say bye, Angela.
Bye, Angela.
You want to come out to the garden now? Okay.
Brother hired. They've been coming down here every day.
The whole neighborhood took over now.
And they've been inviting people. They've been keeping every fish they catch.
Really?
We're just sick. We don't even feel like coming down here now.
There's not going to be any fish left pretty soon.
I mean, we caught big ones. We threw them back, you know.
Instead of undone.
And we've come down here to work in the garden before. It looks like a pay like down there. People with big old stringers of fish and walking on the line.
No, they don't have any sense. I guess we don't need to close it if we're just down here, do we? Or there's nothing to get in or out of.
Well, this is Dad's big garden.
No. Those types of yes, it is.
Those are maters.
Oh, I mean, planted.
Don't step on them later,
Those
Sam.
aren't really no good. One's further behind the house.
Don't step on nothing. You'll stay right here now, as far as you can go. You don't need to be walking in that stuff. You kill my score. Step on my melon. That was a pretty big one, wasn't it? What was that? Was that a squash?
Oh, yeah.
What, you got some of that late corn planted?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be long before there's gonna be okra down there to eat.
They're already in.
Really?
Yeah. Dad now. Y'all didn't eat none of that?
Mm-mm.
He got them. You
You get a bunch of beans.
We've been thinking, yeah, that's where they came from. This one row.
Every other day. Only see one here.
Is it on?
I do see a bunch of them.
There's our, right there is our, that row right there is black-eyed peas. The next row is regular peas. And the row after that is green beans. And then you got your okra and your corn.
Had to water it very much, or?
Yeah, when it's dry. Have to water about every 3 days.
Did you get water out of the pond down there, or just use the well water?
Water out of the pond. Me and Dad had to run that wire. I had to get a pump from an old well around here that was dry.
Corn coming up pretty nice too. Yeah, we fertilized it.
Shame couldn't take a picture of how hot it is right now.
I know. With the humidity. Yeah, it's been over 100 with the, what they call it, the heat index. But when you get 93% humidity, it's rough. Because it's really not that hot. You know, as far as temperature-wise, the wind feels cool. You're sitting here sweating, you know, it ain't right.
Put the rock down. This is the first time we left them in the room.
Was that the creek that runs down through over there?
Yeah, that's right down. Take a picture of our scarecrow.
Yeah, seen him.
Sure is big, Bob.
It's big enough for us and Mom and Dad.
Ew, not kidding. What's this here?
Zucchini.
What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica? How old is Jessica? 5? Are we having fun in the garden? Is that Jennifer that has to be the camera ham here? Is your name Jennifer? How old is Jennifer?
Jennifer.
Jennifer is Jennifer? Oh boy, that's pretty old. You guys be careful where you step at. Don't step on any food.
They turn green. Yeah, they turn green. What was his name? Yeah. Was it Russell?
Yeah, the old man next door.
Yeah, he used to come over one time. They turn green, yeah. You got plenty of them.
Yeah, that's
I wish I knew what kind of beans those was that he had that were purple.
These are the ones. Here they are.
Oh, those things are delicious.
They're really good.
No, when you cook them, the water turns purple or something, and they still retain their color.
No, they get green.
We need to pick us some, honey. Look at all of them now through here.
I know.
Now, you got a mess already. You got 2 or 3 messes right there.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Chrissy. Wish you were here.
Say something in Spanish for Marilyn and Christy.
Marilyn, te deseo felicidad con tu nueva niña y espero verlos todos pronto. Chrissy, I hope to see you soon too.
Corn.
Corn, you love corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, honey. Milk? Osborne?
Ready to go?
I reckon.
This is what they...
Oh,
We have to get behind a little bit.
No way.
Oh, you need glasses.
And photograph to the point. I hate it. I'll start walking up and get that time. Because if you leave it up to Jimmy, the 40 minutes would square him.
Just kind of showing what it looks like coming into the driveway since it's all woods and you can't see anything from the street.
Coming up the driveway like your dad does, and I
You know.
This is the woods.
You know.
It's Paul. Say hello. Well, we can hear the neighbors screaming over there. Yeah, just keep it rolling.
I mean, he went on and on.
I hear all them people down there screaming. This thing picks up, it'll pick up that better than it'll pick up us. That's the way this microphone's made. No.
Yeah, it looks better down here.
It does.
Instead of getting too quiet.
Look over there. I'll have to put it look. I mean, they've done nice work on that photo. Nice.
Ooh. Lucky, yeah.
I told you, do not put anything on there that looks like crap.
That's where I changed my wall.
That's where Paul's nest pile is. Out beyond that is his other junk pile.
I mean, that won't close.
Thanks, Mike. No, honey, I told you I didn't use it.
Here's a peach tree we planted right here. And I'll zoom in on it. Oh yeah. This thing's pretty neat to use.
It's a real good picture.
Yeah. Okay, let's walk around here and see if I can keep from stumbling. There's my junk pile of old trucks. Oh, let's see. Up here is right that way is the garden. Now I'm going to swing all the way back around and we'll catch Vicky and Gladys in the backyard and we'll zoom in on them. And we'll zoom back in. There's a deck. And there's Pugsley. Pugsley, what are you doing? Hey, Pug. Sniffing for a good place to roll. Hope it ain't a pile of mess. There's a puppy. One of them that wound up on our porch. And there goes Pugsley. She don't like him. There's the other one. Oh. We'll back off from that. Give her some privacy. Now we're going to walk towards the garden. See if I can keep them going down.
You gotta be able to
You get one of those automatic things that can take back into the
They're sure corners in some of them, so,
And here's the garden. There's tomatoes.
Look at all the seed. Oh, what is beans, peas?
Yeah, they got a lot of flowers.
Guys,
There's some okra.
Oh, I didn't eat all of it.
And there's some pugsley. These are beans. These are some fruit trees we planted a couple of years ago. They aren't doing much of nothing. There's Mort stealing tomatoes. And here's some more of our junk pile and a bunch of my old scrap. There's my old truck cabs. Shouldn't even be showing this, it looks so dumpy. Here's a view of the back.
Don't you do that. No. Yeah.
Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi to all your uncles and cousins.
Hi.
And all your aunts.
Hi.
What you doing, Ashley?
Reading this book.
Reading that book? Is that Bambi?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Thumper.
Thumper? All right. Who am I?
Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder.
Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. Well, here's Trimmer Manor, Western style. I wish we could say it was all ours, but we reside in humble number 1. There's a big Ranger of many colors. The big Trimmer old with 104,000 on it, still rolling. Say hi, Ashley.
Hi. Hi.
What's What's Mom got?
Huh?
I said, what did you have in your hands? Why don't you hold her up for a nice camera angle?
Oh,
Ooh, sucking on her thumb now.
No.
Oh, still a pacifier. We just got back from a hard round of golf, and once again the golf course won. This is what your house looks like when you have babies.
Hi everybody, my name is Ashley.
Ashley, get your hand away and then say something. That's it.
So how old you are?
Hi everybody.
How old are you, Ashley? Do you have a new baby sister?
So yeah, can't you hear her, Grandpa?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Jessica.
What else do you call her?
Jasmine.
Do you have another name for her? Like Princess? She's a little princess. Are you a little princess? Okay. Let's get my... Do you have a new baby sister?
So yeah, can't you hear her, Grandpa?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Jessica.
What else do you call her?
Jasmine.
Do you have another name for her? Like Princess? She's a little princess. Are you a little princess? Okay. Let's get Mama to say something for a while.
I don't know. Say something to Gladys in Spanish.
Give Jessica.
Say something to the sister-in-laws and the grandmothers and everybody else.
Wait, Ashley. Hi.
I don't know, don't look at me. Look at the camera.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you're on film, so this is going to be for all posterity. Our grandkids are going to sit around and laugh at it. See, gosh, what idiots we descended from.
Babe.
Well, we'll get Daddy here for a little bit.
Well,
Maybe give some greetings.
we wish y'all were here rather than being there because there's no humidity here under sport seasons. This is a big trimmer family, Western style. Miss y'all, and I enjoyed the first part of the tape. Didn't hardly recognize anybody, but Bob looks good in those black boots. I'm gonna have to give me a pair of them. My hair's not gray, but
It's getting there.
hey, you're not supposed to say that. But we're enjoying ourselves and having a good time out here. It's pretty nice. And every now and then get a yearning for the piney woods back home. But well, at least one of us does. But just wish y'all could come out here sometime in your life and know what it's like to see 50, 60 miles up your front porch. No air pollution, and it's pretty nice.
Well, I can't wait to meet you all. That's my favorite dance.
gonna be boring tape.
Yeah, well, you know, what do they expect? We had a hard day on the golf course. You can hold part of his head. See? Oops, there it goes. Oop, there she goes. See if we can get her to scream real loud for you. So you can turn it on about 2 o'clock in the morning. She's fooling you though. She's being quiet because she knows it's on camera. Once the camera goes off, she becomes the terror of Tiny Town.
Well, let's just say goodbye to him then.
Well, make us a tape for Christmas because we'll make you all one too. Now that we have dueling camcorders, we can exchange holiday greetings video style. So it's a pretty good idea of taking this tape, and we'll hopefully see you all in a not too distant future. And don't get any more gray hair on you. Make me feel bad. Make me feel young. So we'll see y'all.
Bye.
I remember baking, we made all those cookies.
You made all those cookies
And,
all by yourself.
We did a lot of hunting and
Yeah.
stuff.
I just gave him all my cookie recipes, and Barbara Davis and Charles came out, and they could not believe that I served this big platter of all these delicious cookies. And I told him, Paul, he was only like 14 years old. They couldn't believe it. I think that's probably Bob. He said he called. He called just before he came out. Hello? Hi. Okay, great. We'll look for you. Oh, okay, bye-bye. Anyway, that was
That was the first time, that was the first time we ever saw a snapper on a lawnmower.
yeah.
Swan, remember that?
Where we bought that, or was there?
It was that guy's.
Yeah, it was his.
We had it, we stored there in the end. Yeah,
Don't forget that over
yeah,
there.
I remember that now.
Those things sure have changed. Used to, I think we pulled at Mark's Falcon up the driveway with that one we had one time. And things won't do nothing with them. They're nothing compared to what they were.
They're not?
Yeah. Snapper's going into Walmart next year. Murray's going in. So that might help Snapper. Snapper's changed a lot of things on their mowers. They slowed the blades down. They put a lot of safety features and did a lot of things that they're not the mower that they used to be.
Paul, do you remember when Mark saved your life with the snake? It was back in the woods, and you and Bob were back there, and he came to get the gun to kill it.
The copperhead
I don't know what kind of snake it
on
was.
the trail we lived in
Swanee.
Swanee.
Yeah.
Because when you three guys were back in the woods, and there was a huge water snake. I'm talking about like the big around as our leg now, a great big old snake. There was some kind of huge darn snake back there. And he went into some tree, and I ran all the way from the creek back there all the way up to the house. And she had to call Dad to get the shotgun. Then I drug her all the way down that path. But like, come on. And I got to know the snake was gone. So we ended up shooting in the darn hole, But it was a huge snake. I mean, it was a huge snake.
Life, because he was sure that snake was going to get you.
I remember the copperhead that was on the path when we lived in Wilburn.
Yeah.
I think I was trying to beat you to the house, and you were on a bicycle, or I was on a bicycle, and you were running.
Yeah.
I believe it was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We went right over the
I
copperhead.
went right over it, and it was kind of went up against a tree. And I was like, whoops,
Yeah.
There it is.
Blasted you.
Mark, did you ever eat any of the woodpeckers that the other boys talked about eating?
No comment.
No comment? I just wonder if that was just one of you or all of you ate the woodpeckers.
I don't know anything about it.
You taking the Fifth Amendment?
We killed a kingfisher one time, didn't
Dove hunting in Virginia.
He was good eating.
We also killed what was the one we killed in Swanee that kept whippoorwill, the whippoorwill.
Yeah.
Yeah, right out on that
Yeah. You get rid of that.
How big were those black walnuts that y'all used to get off that tree back there in Swanee? You know, we got black walnuts right there in Swanee.
I remember having black walnuts, I didn't know when.
How big's, because the ones we get from Bob, you know, they're about that,
Show us
big.
your watch.
Around.
I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
That's
about all they are.
Show us your shoes.
I probably
No,
never
that's all right.
I'll show you mine, see. Oh, these
No,
look
I've
lovely.
got-
Oh, these lovely shoes. These are brand new. So are Grandpa's shoes.
Put them where they can get
He's got the
dry.
pointy kind.
That's the most important thing. Otherwise, they'll rot.
You listen to Paul's shoes, we gotta back the camera up, they're so darn big.
make a cut, and Biggie's gonna make a black walnut cake.
And Grandma's shoes.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
aren't those nice? Let's check them out. Oh, fine quality.
You ever crack them or dig them, black one?
Well, we did, we got out there on the driveway,
They say you run over with a car or something.
I laid a old piece of masonite down, and we just threw them on there, and Dickie did hers in the gravel, and I did mine on the board, and we just walked, our feet, knocked the holes off of them, and threw them in that little wading pool thing, and let them dry out.
How do you crack the actual,
Hammer.
It's a lot of work.
are they real hard?
You
The
better
shells?
believe
They're
it.
very hard.
Like hickory nuts?
They're worse.
I think they're worse than hickory
And
nuts.
the
Really?
reason that they're worse, I think, is because they're so dirty.
Well, not
Oh,
only that, but
yeah.
they're hard.
Well,
You
the
can like 'em.
hickory nut is not, there's not as much meat in the hickory nut. That's what makes the hickory nut hard, you know, to earn the meat out of them.
Work all day to get a little.
Plus the meat's the same color as a shell, and you can have a little teeny sharp shell in there and think it's a nut. and
I
not
believe
see
that the
it.
best way to do black walnuts is smack them and, you know, hit them on the side, and then get what you can. Don't worry about picking every piece of it because you're wasting your time.
Like, yeah, because the way they're made, they've got little openings and you have to dig out of it.
All the best thing is beat them and take. Sometimes I wonder if I ought to smack them and whatever flies at them, pick it up and the rest go away and just keep going. It's just because I've tried it. You just waste your time trying to dig them.
What I always like is set them on their end and have a heavy hammer,
Yeah.
not a light hammer. Okay, set them on their end and then hit them and then turn it and then hit them the next time enough to crack them through. And that usually will almost quarter them. If you don't near quarter them, you never get the meat out of there.
Oh, you got to quarter them. But you know, I've been having better luck laying them on their side. I was trying different ways. And if I hit them once on the side and then like
they'll break easier.
crack them like an egg, you know, where almost you got to crack all the way around them. And then if you can roll them up on the top and pop them, but you got to be careful it don't smash all the meat in there. But I've been trying every way I can try.
Hitting them on the side usually messes up the meat. That's the reason.
Well, now, don't you get
can't hit 'em
stuff all
hard,
over your
though.
hands on those, like a
No.
oil? Well, what is it your mother fixed
That-
black walnuts, and she had this stuff all over her
That's
hands?
the hole
The actual, oh, okay,
on the outside. You got to get off of there.
okay.
And you got to let them dry out. After you get that off there, then you let them dry
Oh.
out, and then you bust them. But Bob's got bukus of them over there. You know, in his
I know
yard.
they're wonderful, oh, they're so good, they're good in everything.
They ain't nothing but work. They ain't nothing but work.
They are worth it. They're sure good.
Yeah.
It's like this hickory nut cake, you know, once a year.
We got all.
Oh man, heck with his boss.
Oh, you didn't know he wasn't coming till midweek?
He told me he wouldn't be here till about 3.
That's what he told us.
He was hoping it'd be earlier, but he said he didn't, you know, he doubted if it would be.
Well, how late's he gonna stay?
Oh, they can stay from now on.
Oh, so we'll see what he was talking like. They're gonna have to eat and run.
Oh, well, now, they thought earlier they might, but,
Well, that's nice.
but his boss is, they're driving 2 different cars so that they can come home and, you know, his boss is gonna come home and so forth.
That's
I came back here for a reason, what was it? Oh, honey, you said you'd take some pictures with our camera outside. We could take the picture of the kids that Jeremy and Angie put together.
Where's the camera?
Upstairs in the hall closet.
Scheme's about over in
Penn State is real good this year. They joined the Big Ten next year, I think. I don't know yet. I think they do. It's a skin
So, Toyo.
Huh?
Ain't that like a,
Those 4-door trucks.
She's been seeing
You know
too many
what?
ads. Their
not.
ads almost convinced me.
well, a boy at work bought a Suzu rodeo or trooper. And he said he saved over, I don't know how many thousands it was over a floor.
Out west is Susan.
He's not filming because he wanted
They're
to come back.
nice ride.
The four-wheel drive they use them out.
Get that, I'm gonna fix to bust that camera.
But those
Wait,
Toyota truck ads.
close of it. I don't
One
want
day
anybody
we
to see
couldn't
my
get it.
wrinkles.
Do you have it on?
It's been on, honey.
Those Toyota truck ads.
What kind of memories do you think you're gonna
Have
have?
former owners tell you
That's
about
reading the
all the
newspaper.
miles they got on them. Man, you think
Hey,
these things last forever.
There's a guy at work and he's as worthless as anything. And he's got a little Toyota pickup truck that's got 230,000 on it. And I know for a fact he probably never changes his oil. I mean, because he can't work on nothing at work. He's about, so I'm sure it's in his.
There's a Ford, cover that Ford part of it.
Yeah, do it from the front, not from the other side. I wouldn't want anybody to see my car. Good, thank you. That'll take care of it.
Nick,
Huh?
get one of them standing up together.
I got them together.
Huh?
I got them together.
Standing?
Look
I want
at
them
them.
standing up together.
Why do they have to stand?
So you can see how short one of them is and how tall the other one is.
You can see how tall they are.
Okay, kids, stand up for Uncle Mark. Now stand up together so we can see.
Oh, great God. Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I'm short enough.
Okay.
We all see the
That's wonderful. That's what I wanted to see.
That's a good hot, that's a good hunting. You wash your whole area around there.
Okay.
Some of the cops, you take left, I take right. I don't see what direction they went in. So I can get, and the light got on. There's my road, that nice kid. That reservoir in the street, you should in there. When you first go. And the cop came, and Chris had to run, so I ran in the middle.
Goodness.
But I gave up. Ain't that so cool?
Hey, Jeremy, where did you say you're going in March?
Washington.
What are you gonna do there?
None. I don't know.
Are you going to goof off and have a good time?
Yeah. Probably. Hopefully
Are you
sleep.
gonna work?
I ain't do no work before. Had enough of work. I'm ready to school again. Somebody to do.
Okay.
Just
I'll
kidding.
get out.
Is the thing on? Yeah, yes it is. It's under.
Could you please not do that?
Lock the door, Grandma. What?
Would you like to be put on that thing? That?
Go over there and sit with them and I'll turn it off. So I can get another shot of the teenagers.
Now you gotta turn it off.
Y'all say bye.
My glasses on.
So 3
Each one should take their quilt and say, I won.
We won, she won, we all won, right?
Well, who got which one?
This one's mine.
This one's mine. Come on, Joyce.
Yeah, take
That one's
Put yours in front of you.
Let's get a good look at it. Oh, that's pretty.
Sarah, how happy you are.
Yeah. That's nice.
We went in trouble.
No, don't talk about that. Okay, let me see yours. Ooh.
This is for Angela's.
No, it's for my room.
No, it's not mine. And it's yellow inside.
Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Next, let me see yours.
Well, I mean, really, this lady was the one.
Oh, that's pretty. All those different colors on there.
Me, but this was the one he loved. Yeah.
It's pretty heavy.
That is so pretty.
It's probably 60 years old.
I was going to take it to the dry cleaners and they told me not to because she took one, this girl took one, very old one, and pieces started to come apart.
Oh, really? Just from being so old? Huh.
Okay, honey, it's enough. Vicky, tell him it's enough. I mean, how much?
I don't know, but...
Tell him it's enough. He's always taking...
Tell my head.
Take it to the little girl, right? That's what we need. We don't have
There's two on the piano.
Right. And we're going to help Mom out there. I think. Really, right?
I was thinking about going over there.
This is for Brother Dean and
We don't
Company.
have a lot of pictures of you, though. We
Maybe
just have
probably
a
kill
few.
a couple rabbits.
Huh?
The day in the garden is the only
Now
time we
we're
have it.
making up
Yeah.
for
And a little bit by Mom's house.
getting up
You just look so pretty.
Get together, have a meal.
Thank you.
You know, all of us, the whole
I
family.
love that.
And like supper around Christmas.
It's getting big.
Have some fried rabbits.
I know.
They had big drunk kids that came like that.
Somebody I'm following.
It's pretty soon. Look how much taller that one is. Pretty soon, Vicky.
She's big, too.
She's got all daughter-in-laws. The other one's Marilyn is short too.
Look at her.
Dance for the camera.
One day, 6. What about now?
Say hi, Jennifer. Say hi. See?
My name is Jennifer. Now hide the other one.
Just get your cover.
Look at that. Say hi to Mars.
Throw them kisses.
Go on.
Ooh.
Sorry about that.
You shoot up on them all
Took a little out.
Come at Walmart. As close as I get to being alive. I was wanting to get them alive, but they didn't have the right size for Jennifer. Jennifer's so little, she wears a toddler. But she's tall. Yeah, but she's just so... That outfit she's got on for her like a toddler. She's 3 years old. Going to be 4.
I'm gonna go help Mom. I'm sure she'll be oh, bye. Let me go. Your brother's camera.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, Pee Wee show's coming back on. They forgave him. The judge said he couldn't find any evidence. So.
Get the camera off.
Merry Christmas, Mandy. Mandy. Mandy, I see your little fingers.
No.
Aw. You'll be able to laugh at this when you grow up. Good morning. Did you sleep good with your sissy? Bless you. The poor baby CP? Huh? Yeah, what time did you guys go to bed last night? Like real late? You must have, because it's whatever time it is. See if Mr. Clock tells. It's 8:33. And the girl's a CP? Goodness sake. My little movie star. Merry Christmas, Angela. Well, it's close, isn't it?
No.
It's not the Christmas season. Do you hear the bells of Christmas ringing?
Yes, can you get out?
Aw. Let's have a little picture for Daddy.
No.
For old time's sake.
No.
So when you get older, we can laugh at how silly you were when you were 14.
14.
Let's have a smile.
No.
And then I'll leave you alone.
No.
Or else I'll have to set the camera down on something and I'll sit on you and tickle you. Let's smile.
I am.
Let's see all your face.
No.
Your
You
Angela's
wouldn't want to
laying
be
down.
done when you just got up in the morning, would you?
Wouldn't want to be done.
Yes. Have to take a picture.
Well, my poor baby.
And your hair's all over the place. And your face is all messed up because it has wrinkles in it.
We'll say bye-bye then.
Bye.
You guys wave.
What it is you run into the old 129. Really, if you come into town, you were going to go to Cleveland, go around town, you'd go that way. That used to be the main way around this town until they built everything else. But you just get on, you go by a school. There'll be 1 or 2 four-way stops. And then after you pass the school, go down the hill and come up, there'll be a traffic light, and then that's all and you'll see the AMP store on the right-hand side. Okay, it's in that shopping center is one. The other one is in the mall. Where the mall is.
Yeah, the mall. I didn't know. Oh, inside the mall?
Yeah. Well, that's where all this.
Which one's the biggest? Inside the mall?
Right, but I almost think it might pay you to go buy this other one. Because they're probably not doing the volume of business at the malls to do. But the
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
it really is.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, maybe.
It wouldn't be that much out of your way, to do that. So if you want to, then when you leave there, keep going in towards town. Okay. And down to the next traffic light, and that's Jesse Jewel. You know what Jesse Jewel is? That's the main road through town. And you can stay on Jesse Jewel. You'll be out near the shopping center, and go from the mall, and that's where Walmart is. Walmart's at. Well, you'll know your way once you get down there. I think if it was me, I'd at least check this one. There may not be much there.
I get lost in
You've been to the Ladies Bar.
No, Pog is over there all the time because they're closer more. It's huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
So in comparison, I thought it was very small. It's no bigger than my Kroger saw.
So everybody's drink is poured? That's good.
Whatever happened?
Grandma, smile. Smile for posterity.
Around here, that'll cost you about $7.
Come downstairs and make the kids scream. Oh, they're up here.
Well, we've got places for 3 things. We don't even have places for that. And ask her how many she's got out there. Your beans are okay with me.
Where's the kids at?
They're hiding from me right behind you.
No, they're kids.
They're not here.
Oh.
Because we had to shop today, we couldn't take them and let them see their discs.
It's understandable.
Well, you see that pig like I said.
Close up.
God, no, Mark, don't do that.
My face kicking.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to put some of the cold stuff. Can I put this on here?
Yeah, but I
Figure it out.
I had 2 of them together.
So why don't you take this other stuff like that? And pass, so we can pass that.
That's it.
The hotter stuff.
Here.
That's okay, I got 3 hot things.
Okay, here's some
So,
things over
all the hot
here.
stuff together then?
I think we better
well,
put a
just
towel
make
in
some
that
room
first
here
thing.
for another big hot plate.
About 179.
Boy, you're popular.
You ain't kidding me.
Are you all about starved?
Yeah,
I feel tight. Goodness gracious, I know what happens to your blood sugar. Every week.
I had
You want tea,
Stick it
right?
out.
Well, she made a mistake. I thought surely she knows. I didn't know you drank tea.
Oh, yeah.
You never used to.
Yeah.
You changed, huh?
Yeah.
You used to drink Kool-Aid all the time. Isn't that enough, honey? You know, quit already? Oh.
You know, you got your cap on that thing?
I wish. Or y'all wish. Say goodbye. Bye.
You don't have to hold on to it.
Bobby. Bye.
No.
Ain't you scared, are you?
Oh. Timid and shy.
I need me one of these. Oh. That was great when it worked.
Yeah, right.
Denver Broncos have worked in partnership with the public sector, private business, and local volunteers.
Full enough?
For our children.
Yeah.
You saving up for the dessert? Is this turn on this good pressure freezer?
Improving our nation's
It'll take a while.
Christine Davis got a video of that.
Yes. I'm confident that NFL
I
carriers can help
will take,
achieve that
I
goal.
did it. I've done one take for them, but I haven't seen it. I haven't done anything else. I just bought some tapes last week. We will have another bunch of it's $10 for it.
Christy wants to pay you for that. She told me that. Well, she wants to pay you back. I don't like it. Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Taste preferred over Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Well, where do you get it?
Aren't they pretty?
Now bring home the Hardee's Holiday Party Pack. Like 8 pieces for only $5.99 with 4 free biscuits. Larger party packs also on sale.
Let's see what that. Look at this, see what
Mark and Gladys brought me
see.
I don't know if he's looking at what he's looking at.
Did they?
Andy and Angela, they got that for pretty little Christmas flowers.
Cheapskates. Didn't tell me. I didn't get nothing. I didn't get you nothing. I got that guilt feeling on me now.
Oh, yeah.
They know too much. I don't feel bad when I set the car.
Why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you warn me what you're going to do, Mark?
I didn't know it.